Justin has the most amazing voice and is super intimidating to sing on a track with because he's the singer that I kind of learned how to sing from. And I heard him come in on that second chorus. I hadn't recorded my higher octave yet, and I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to sing that. It's a lot of my self-doubt and fear coming in. It took me a minute to be able to sing up there with him.
You and Justin Bieber kind of talk about the struggles of fame in the song Monster, and he's been very open about what he's been through. I mean, since he was literally 15 years old. Did he give you any advice or talk to you about anything that he's been through?
Totally. I mean, I think he was really, the thing about him is that he's gone through a lot, and I feel like he's really come out on the other end in a place where he realizes how much of a blessing it is to do what we do for a living. And on top of that, he also realizes that like there is darkness and there's heavy things that happen in our career. And I feel like from him, there's this constant conversation of like, I'm grateful and we're blessed. Like, look at what's going on around us. And I even woke up this morning and I had a lot on my schedule, and I reminded myself like, oh, I'm really like, all I'm doing is getting on a Zoom call to be like, I made an album about things that I love.
Your song Monster is out, and it's an absolute cracker. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Obviously a collab with Justin Bieber. How does that work? Who makes the first move when you're collabing with Biebs?
I reached out to him. We've known each other for a few years, but I think for some reason during the pandemic we ended up becoming kind of closer than ever before. And I wrote the song 3 years ago, so it wasn't like I wrote the song and was like, Biebs, you got to get on this. It was more like I had this song, which was really important to me for a long time. In a conversation with him one day, I was like, this actually would be really beautiful with him on it. And he connected with it, wrote an incredible verse, and then here we are.
You put me on a pedestal and tell me I'm the best.
My take on it, it's possibly about fame. You two have had a very similar journey. Was that part of the attraction of getting Justin Bieber on this?
Totally, yeah. Both of us were famous at a young age, and I think it's interesting when people put you up on a pedestal because it kind of messes with your head a little.
And he's just so empowering. I don't know how else to explain it, but he was complimenting me all day and being vulnerable with me and being so honest. And I
thought they weren't friends at one point. Was that true? Justin and I were never like enemies. We were maybe not friends. I mean, yeah, I guess I wasn't texting and being like, yo, how you doing today? But we were never enemies, absolutely. That's kind of something that people maybe might have turned it into at some point. When he made that video and he was like, who's Shawn Mendes? He said he really genuinely didn't know who I was, and I believed him, so whatever. Maybe he did, and he was just trying to bug me either way. But I mean, honestly, I really love him. He's been so sweet and super gracious and giving with his advice and with his energy, so he's a good friend. That would be insane considering he's been one of my favorite artists since I was like 9 years old. I cannot confirm or deny.
Well, you were spotted together, Shawn. So
in the last 6 months, we've definitely become a lot closer. I think, of the same type of life than we ever knew. And it's really cool to have him as a mentor in a lot of ways, just to kind of talk through stuff with, because there's not many people who do this type of stuff. But anyways, back to your question, because I'm sidetracking on purpose.